Hey YouTubians, it's Tony here from We Try Anything. The channel likes to try anything so you don't have to. Today what we're going to do is do an instructional video and or how-to guide for the CASIO AQ-230. In this guide we're going to just show you, talk about the actual dial, what the pushers do, and then what we're going to show you is each of the functions and how to operate the functions that this CASIO AQ-230 has. So let's begin. So first of all, the CASIO AQ-230 is what's known as an analog digital watch. It has the analog component at the top here, which you can see displaying the time, which is currently 10:19 in the minute. And where most of the functions are of this watch is contained within the digital part of the actual watch, which is just in this little panel below, as you can see there. So just to start things off with the actual pushers, the pushers here, this one goes through the actual modes, the top left hand corner. This one adjusts the actual modes. So, you know, you just actual parts of the actual mode. So for example, if you're adjusting the actual watch and stuff like that. And this one here, the final one, is what's known as the hand setting mode. This one here, you have to press the actual button here to actually adjust the time for the analog part of the watch. But that will be something I'll show you later on in the video. Pressing the actual mode button will take you through to the date. It'll also take you through to the alarm. It'll also take you through to the dual time that this watch has and the stopwatch. Now, to actually affect the time on the digital part of the watch, you keep your finger on the bottom button. And what you'll notice is that it actually flashes. So here you can adjust the seconds by pressing that. Now, what you'll notice is when it's over the 30-second mark, it adjusts the actual value of the minute by 1. If it's under, it'll just reset the seconds. To move the actual the adjustment along by 1, you press that one there, and that will allow you to adjust the actual hours. And then to adjust the hours, you press the button here. And what you'll notice, because the watch isn't in 24-hour mode, sorry, just trying to show you the best way of showing it, you'll see a little P indicator there. If it's in 24-hour mode, anything in the afternoon will be viewed as 100 hours. So for example, this will be 1300 hours, then that would be 1400 hours, but I can show you that later on. Again, to move it to the next one, you press the bottom left hand button, and then of course you can just advance the time. So if we set it for back to 10:21, you keep your finger on the top left hand button, and that'll advance it quite quickly. And then to be a bit more accurate, just press that there, and then you get to 21 in terms of minutes. And then to advance it again, you can change it to 24 hours. So just to show you how to do that, and then advance it again. And as you can see, the time is now set for 14:22 hours, and the PM isn't marked there anymore. So the next mode, or the next actual feature, is the date. Now again, you can adjust the date via pressing, keeping your bottom finger or pressing the bottom left hand pusher. So again, you can just advance the date by pressing that to advance it, and then move it again by pressing that to choose the actual day of the month to actually, you know, advance by pressing that. And then again, finally, to change the actual day in the week, so again pressing that while that's flashing away. And that's it really on the actual date adjustment. For the alarm, you can adjust the daily alarm that this watch has, and it also has an hourly signal which you can turn off and on, which I'll show you in a sec. So again, just to adjust the alarm, you put it on the alarm function there, which is indicated by the AL. Keep that bottom left hand pusher pressed, or depressed as it were. And if you wanted to change it to, say, let's say 12, let's say 7, well, let's say you want to change it to 6:35 in the morning, or 6 o'clock in the morning. So you press that, you press the top left hand button as you would do when you're adjusting the time and the date, and then you press the bottom button to advance it to the, in this instance it'll be just to the hour marker there, which will be, you know, let's say 6 o'clock, and then again just advance it, just like that. And if you want to turn the alarm off and on, when that's flashing there, you press this to advance it again. And what you'll notice is that it's flashing, say, you know, do you want the alarm off and on? So if you want both of them on, or if you want both of them off, you press that. If you want just the alarm on, you press that, and then that'll be the daily alarm that will be on every day. That's the hourly signal, which will go off on the hour every hour. If you want both of them on, then obviously you press that, and that will be highlighted on the little display there. And if you want both of them off, you just do that there. And it's as easy as that, and then you just press it again, and then you can then press this button here to go to the next function, which is dual time. Now dual time, you can have a different time here to what you have on the analog and what you have on the actual main timekeeping mode, which I've shown you earlier. And again, you know, it's just saying just keep your finger pressed on the button down the bottom left hand corner, and then adjust it by pressing the top one, and then, you know, go through the actual time like that. Again, you can have it separate 12 24 hour for this one here, which is quite a nice little function. And then finally you have stopwatch. So just to start the stopwatch, you just press that, and as you can see, it's measuring the elapsed time. To stop it, you just press that, and to reset it, you keep your finger on the bottom there, and it'll reset it as such. And that's it really. That's the CASIO AQ in a nutshell, to be honest. And you know, other than the actual, well, the digital part, the CASIO AQ-230, the only other part is the analog part, which I'll show you now. So what I use is a little screwdriver, just being careful not to damage the actual case surrounding the watch. What you do is you just press that little button there, or use your fingernail if you've got a fingernail long enough. But if you press it like once, you'll notice the actual minute hand advancing about 20 seconds. If you keep it pressed, it will go around the whole dial. Now it goes around the whole dial, and then obviously, as you'll notice, is that the actual hour hand will then go around to, you know, to follow really. But it isn't a fast process, and it can be a bit of a mission if you are going if it is an hour backwards in the UK. So just bear that in mind. But you know, as I say, you know, it is quite an easy operation to adjust, but it doesn't tie up with the actual main timekeeping mode. It is separate to that. Right, now that's back to the actual time, you know, through pressing that. The only other thing to just quickly show you is just how to adjust the actual bracelet. So all you've got to do is just get the bracelet like this, get a flat bladed screwdriver, just being careful not to damage it. And as you can see, there's an arrow indicating which way you go, and you just lift it up there. And what that does, it just loosens off that part of the metal there, and then you can just adjust the actual bracelet size just to suit your wrist. And then just pop that back, and you'll hear a little click just to say it's back in place, and that's it really. And that's all you need to know about the CASIO AQ-230. There is instructions below if you want to read more about the CASIO AQ-230. If you want to find out more about the actual products, you know, the sizes and stuff like that, we have reviewed it above. But what I will say is that a lot of the review does show some of the actual functions that I have gone through here. So it's up to you whether you want to watch that or not. There is a link below to the actual watch via Amazon if you want to have a look at it, because this watch is in different colours. And we hope you liked the video, and if you did, then give it a quick cheeky thumbs up. It always helps the channel. If you want to see more videos about watches, products and instructions and all sorts of things coming to the channel very soon, then click on the subscribe button below. And thank you for watching this tutorial video, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.